Hello everyone and happy Friday. My name is Kiara Cotton, filling in today for Stephanie Haney. This is your 3 News Now update. Thank you so much for joining us for the top stories on WKYC.com and the WKYC app. As I mentioned, today is Friday, September 24th, and we'll go ahead and get started with the updates for you. Up first, an 11-year-old boy was accidentally stabbed at a Berea haunted house last Saturday. According to reports, the incident took place at the 7 Floors of Hell haunted house currently being housed at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds. According to police, an actor at the haunted house, apparently attempted to stab at the ground in front of the boy when he accidentally stabbed the boy's croc and cut his toe. Now, the boy received first aid and continued on with the haunted house, but the incident remains under investigation. And we have big news coming out of Berea with the Cleveland Browns. Odell Beckham Jr. is back. That's right, the wide receiver, after playing coy during a press briefing yesterday, will make his 2021 debut this Sunday as the Cleveland Browns take on the Chicago Bears at First Energy Stadium. Now, if you recall, OBJ has been out of commission and off the field with a torn ACL since Week 7 of the 2020 season. And his return is just in the nick of time as the Browns are down a receiver, with Jarvis Landry suffering a sprained MCL during last week's game. He is expected to miss at least the next 3 games. So OBJ's return has been long awaited, so I'm sure he'll receive a warm welcome. Also in Browns news, we have an update on Baker Mayfield and his shoulder. Ahead of practice on Wednesday, Baker said that his shoulder is still attached and that he's just doing a good job of getting treatment, taking care of his body and the things that he needs to do, all in preparation to be ready for Sunday. So with both Baker and OBJ back on the field, let's hope that the Browns can secure another win. And 2 of The View's co-hosts were rushed off set this morning after a positive COVID-19 test result was confirmed. Sunny Hostin and Anna Navarro were ushered off set by producers just before Vice President Kamala Harris was expected to be interviewed on set. Now, the longtime coach Joy Bayer confirmed the news, saying her 2 colleagues should be okay as they are both vaccinated against the coronavirus. The show continued on after some rearranging, and Vice President Kamala Harris went forward with the interview from a remote location. And we now know the official cause of death for actor Willie Garson. Garson passed away at his Los Angeles home after a battle with pancreatic cancer. Garson was most widely known for his role as Stanford, Carrie Bradshaw's best friend on Sex and the City. His son Nathan shared a touching note on Instagram saying, "I love you so much, Papa. Rest in peace, and I'm so glad you got to share all of your adventures with me and were able to accomplish so much. I'm so proud of you." Garson, who played a talent agent on the hit show, was set to reprise his role on Sex and the City for the HBO reboot Just Like That. Willie Garson was 57 years old. Now let's get you caught up on the latest coronavirus numbers from the state of Ohio. According to the Ohio Department of Health, 7,095 new cases have been reported in the last 24 hours. There are also 21,820 deaths being reported. Additionally, there are 3,693 people in the hospital, and of those people, 1,030 are being treated in an intensive care unit. Switching gears now to politics, with less than 2 months left before voters decide who will become the new mayor of Cleveland, both of the remaining candidates, Justin Bibb and Kevin Kelly, went head-to-head in the Cleveland Mayoral Town Hall this afternoon. Now, the discussion was moderated by 3 News' own Mark Namick and sponsored by Engage Cleveland. You can rewatch that entire discussion on WKYC.com or the WKYC app. And as a reminder, the general election is set to take place November 2nd. And on to crime. A 30-year-old man was taken to the hospital this morning after being shot by a Cleveland police officer. The man was in possession of a hatchet on the city's west side and was using it to repeatedly strike an EMS vehicle, according to police reports. Now, prior to being shot, officers say a beanbag shotgun and tasers were ineffective in stopping the man. The suspect, who has not yet been identified, is facing charges of felonious assault, aggravated menacing, and criminal damage to city property. The incident remains under investigation. And last but not least, the United States reached a milestone yesterday with 55% of the population being fully vaccinated against COVID-19. According to the CDC website, that's 182.5 million Americans that have been vaccinated. That means 2 doses of either the Pfizer vaccine or the Moderna vaccine, or the 1 dose of the Johnson & Johnson shot. More than 212 million people, 64% of the population, have received at least 1 vaccine dose. And that wraps up your 3 News Now update for today, Friday, September 24th. Stephanie Haney will be back on Monday. Have a great weekend.